Welcome to the Peak Collective podcast with myself, Shane.
Myself, Luca.
And once again, we're here to chat no BS, just fitness. Today, we are on a Q&A mission from you guys. These are the questions you've asked. We're going to answer them directly to help you understand. This is every single month we do this now. We put our Q&A on our story. And any questions you leave on the comments for YouTube and Spotify, we answer them directly.
100%. This is number 2, I think.
It's the second Q&A.
So we've got a few questions, guys. Let's start with we'll go with this question first.
Yeah.
Women taking creatine.
Women taking creatine. I get asked this a lot.
Yeah, true.
I don't see why they're not taking it.
Yeah, I think
Go on.
From what I know, there's no studies, big studies at least, that show any negative consequences of creatine.
No, especially against women as well. No. It is the most scientifically proven to be safe, most research supplement on the planet. Yes, over whey, yes, over branched chain amino acids, over every steroid out there. Creatine is the most looked into for this exact reason with male and females.
Yeah. I think the only side effect I've ever heard of is some people get some gastro things where they can get a little bit of an upset stomach.
Yeah. I have also heard about a little bit of hair loss, but I don't know if that's actually from creatine. I think that's just a couple of people made that up.
Yeah.
There was like a tiny study, but it's not proven.
Back in the day.
Yeah, that was an old school one. But right now it is the safest supplement to be taken in moderation. So it will always say on the packet, you high load first. So for a week, you take 3-4 in a day doses of 3 to 5 grams. And then you slowly bring that down once your body gets used to it because you're storing enough creatine energy. For those who don't know, creatine is just an energy system in your body. Creatine phosphate, it's explosive, short, 3 to 10 second period. So basically it stores all the water, it stores loads of energy in your muscles. So for explosivity in your sessions, especially sprinters, rugby players, footballers that need short, sharp bursts of energy, that's kind of where the creatine is going to help you most efficiently.
100%. And the first moment I went on creatine after a few weeks, I instantly noticed the difference. Straight
away, yeah. Strength gains, muscle mass, your size, your tonnage. So men, women, it works for both of you because it will ultimately make you look and feel better when you're training, when you're not, and everything through your gym. As long as you're training properly, nutrition recovery is all intact, it's a supplement that will 100% help you in the right way.
Plus, I don't know if you know this, but they've actually done studies that it may, I'm not saying it definitely, help with Alzheimer's and dementia as well.
There you go. See, that's going to come out because it's still a brand new supplement, you know, it's only been around the last 10 years plus.
They've seen that it actually can help not only with smooth muscle, but also actual organ.
Yeah.
And they've shown actual brain health and actually increase in brain size in terms of a good way, not like a load. And actually helping you become smarter, helping you actually fight dementia, Alzheimer's, and they're currently studying now to see if it can be used as a way of banning that.
So there we go. To all you women out there, take your creatine. First question done.
Yeah.
So second up.
Let's go. Why has High Rocks become so big?
High Rocks. So I'm on the fence on this one. Why has High Rocks become big? If we're answering it in a short stint, it's because it is a fitness event at every scalable level.
Yeah.
Everyone and anyone can do a High Rocks event. Do you agree?
I agree. I'd relate it, honestly, similar to like what I just did the Spartan race.
Yeah.
Where anyone can enter into it. How well you're going to do that thing then drastically depends on skill level.
So I then think, this is where High Rocks has been very clever. I don't know if you can do it in a Spartan. I don't think you can. High Rocks have the different leaderboard systems. So they've got World Champs, the Pro Series, individual, teamed, and relay. Yeah. So even with the relay, you don't need to be a very strong person, but you can have a team of you take part in this High Rocks event, doing different aspects of the race together to take the load away from you in a skill level, but still to complete the race. A lot of people compare it to the marathon because tens of thousands of people enter the marathon every year and complete it, but people are still put off the idea because it's solo and it can be 4 hours plus, whereas this is an hour to 2 hours. It's a short, sharp fitness event, literally any scalable level of fitness, whether you just started the gym or you're a pro athlete, can take part in. And I think that's where High Rocks versus CrossFit is very different. Whereas if you look at the CrossFit elements, there is such a high skill level and learning capacity, you spend most time learning rather than getting a workout. Yep. Whereas if you ever go into a High Rocks event or a workout, you come out sweaty, your endorphins are high, you've had a great session, and it's that natural instinct of I need to be dripping in sweat to get a good workout. So it is literally available to anyone in this industry.
Yeah, and I think also it's just anything in the fitness industry where it's like the brand new thing, right?
Yeah,
Like
it is up and coming. It is the fastest growing fitness event on the planet right
which
now.
CrossFit was, what, like 10 years ago?
Yeah, exactly.
I think if you look through anything in the fitness industry, there's always been this, oh, it's a brand new thing. I mean, I remember when Tough Mudder first came out, everyone started
It was mad. Yeah, they had the 5K, the 10K, and it was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It is brand new, and you know, since post-COVID, it has shot up. It's now in every single country you can imagine. Yeah. You know, it's massive, and the London event sells out within minutes.
Again, I think it's similar to any of these things, right? So, I don't know, Ironman's an extreme level, but Ironman, High Rock, Spartan, Tough Mudder, I do think they are good in the sense of, with someone, a lot of people need something to train for.
Yeah.
Especially people that just don't love training. And having those events 1, 2, 3 times a year.
To almost look forward to and to train for.
Yeah, and if that's what keeps them in the gym, if that's what keeps them eating as healthy as they can 100%. For those events, I think they're worth it.
Yeah, 100%. Like if you booked it now, you can get the October to January tickets, even February I think are out now. And it's like, you know, you book it, you get your slot, cool, you've got 6 months to go train for it.
I'm saying it's like when people go to the marathon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so accessible for everyone. I think the ultimate reason what we're trying to get to is High Rocks was blown up for that exact reason. Anyone can do it. You can have fun. You can go to a pro event for it. You know, at any level, you can do it at a good standard as well. And I think people enjoy that, especially when it comes to fitness.
Yeah. Let's do one more. Cortisol and cardio. So I think what they're saying here is, does cardio make you hold on to too much cortisol, which can then probably make you hold on to body fat?
So this is a big, big standpoint in the industry at the moment. Scientifically, podcasters are all talking about it, about this cortisol level. Does high stress of cardio, so hitting zone 3, 4, 5, retain your stress in your body, raise your cortisol, meaning you're retaining body fat percentage?
It's a big question.
What a reaction.
Yeah. I'd look at it in the sense of, again, we did a recovery episode.
Yep.
I can't remember which episode it was, what number, but I'd look at it in terms of recovery, right? It's not that I would say cardio would make you hold on to body fat by any means. It will make you lose body fat, right? But if you're doing so much, which a lot of people tend to do, especially if they're getting into the first fitness kink, like, oh my God, I'm going to run a 5, 10, 15K a day kind of thing, your body, again, one, will quickly adapt to that, but also two, your recovery is going to suck. And as we were saying with the sleep and recovery episode, what happens when your recovery sucks? You're going to hold on to more body fat.
Because your body's staying stressed in its own and you're fighting for it. So those with the Whoops, the Apple Watches, the Garmins, the Polars, you obviously see the red, green, amber, blue traffic light system of your working threshold. When it comes to cardio, most people aim for that red zone, which is normally zone 5, which you should not be touching unless you are at a peak condition. And I will keep saying this. In a workout, yes, you can call, but it'll be like a minute, 2 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes tops. You should not be staying in the red zone. If you are, you're pushing yourself so hard, which is when your body is stressed. So you're in your stress zone, which is holding cortisol levels, which means you're keeping body fat. Your sleep and recovery, or taking a rest day even, means that drops down. So your cortisol comes down, which means you don't retain body fat. If you stay stressed, don't recover, stay stressed, work out, your body fat's of course going to stay high because your body is never actually repairing itself, so it's got nowhere to distribute that body fat percentage whatsoever.
If anything, you'll probably lose some muscle as well.
100%, because your muscle tissue is then being used for energy from the protein you're eating rather than your carbs and fats, which are your first two energy sources. Yeah,
I think, again, it's related, I'm sure we said it before, it's relating to what a lot of people tend to do when they first start their fitness journey. But they want to lose, I don't know, 20 pounds, 30 pounds. Instead of doing it slowly, they're like, I'm going to run, I'm going to do weights, I'm going to eat hardly anything.
Do High Rocks.
Which is literally just all of those things. The first initial bit, you'll probably lose a good amount of 5, 10, whatever pounds of fat.
Because your body's not stressed, because it's not used to this new stimulus, so it's brand new to it.
And very often the people will be like, oh, why am I still holding on to body fat? And that's probably why.
Yeah, because you're staying stressed. And I'll throw this quote back to everyone, whoever asked me, especially this question especially. Doing too much cardio is bad for you, for this exact reason with the cortisol level. I've never seen, apart from the strongman events and stuff like that, an obese or overweight body fat percentage Olympian or athlete.
No.
Because they recover properly from the strain and stimulus that they put their body through. So yes, you can go to your zone 5, you can strain your body as high as you like if your recovery is on 100%. That is the main objective compared to athletes and pro sports people, to us, or the brand new beginners in the gym. they try to reach these levels that the Olympics are taking, or the athletes or the CrossFit gamers, whoever, but they don't recover like they do. They'll go out drinking, they're up till 2 a.m. watching Netflix, they don't ice bath, they don't get a massage, they're not watching nutrition, and then wonder why they're holding cortisol and they're not looking better, because recovery is also one of the most important aspects that these athletes look after. So it's got to go hand in hand with it.
And again, if you look at these athletes, they didn't start from where they are now.
No.
They would have started training X amount of times, maybe started with a 5K run or whatever else.
Looking at movement patterns,
And then,
recovery, making sure they all move well, and then you gradually increase that.
and you can do that. Like, I'm sure you've had clients before, they start with me 2 times a week, eventually they end up doing 4 or 5 times a week if they want to.
Yeah, training on their own, they're used to it.
They've
and
actually now built up the capacity to recover from that amount of work.
Because they're now getting more and more used to it, and then the threshold goes up, which you're then more liable to grow, repair, and recover from.
Yeah, so yeah, 100%. I think people have to, is it cardio that does that, it's are you recovering? I think too many people just look at the cardio aspect.
Yeah.
Cardio is good for you, like you have to do cardio, but it is overdoing it. Same way you can overdo weights, same way you can overdo anything.
You can overdo stretches.
Yeah, 100%.
But just recover from your sessions, train hard, stay progressive, like we always say, and it will get you a lot further than if you're trying to do a guessing game.
Cool.
Brilliant.
Anything else from you?
Nice and easy on that one. Perfect.
Cool. Cheers.
Thank you for the question, guys. We really appreciate it, as always. We will be doing it again next month. We'll put it out on the stories. Leave a comment with the questions, Spotify, YouTube, or on the Instagram. You can message us, or we will put some posts out as well for you to link into it so we can answer your questions.
100%. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much.